Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory. It's Williams' Panthers going up against Martin's Buccaneers. Now we'll go down to Jim Nantz and Phil Simms for this Week 15 matchup.
Buccaneers, Panthers, the rain is coming down and should continue to do so as we head towards kickoff.
Hello friends, Jim Nantz and Phil Simms getting set for the call. The playoff chase is on. It's late in the year and every single game is crucial. How about the scene we have before us, Phil?
Now just wipe the slate clean, Jim. That's what you got to think of as players and coaches. Don't worry about mistakes that you've made in the past or some of the good things. This is it. One game, it means everything. And if you have that kind of attitude, I think it really helps you play better physically and mentally. And, of course, if you do that, it gives you a better chance to win.
Waiting for the kick is Bozzie Whitaker in his second year out of the University of Texas. The Buccaneers setting up here for the kickoff.
What's up, guys? This is Sim with Vengeance, and I am back here finally with some Madden NFL 15 Buccaneers franchise. And I know it's been forever. I'm sorry. And I know you guys want some answers. You guys have questions, and you need answers of why I haven't been uploading. So if you guys follow me on Twitter for both of my accounts, actually, Old School Sin and Sim with Vengeance, I just created that Twitter account too, so you guys can follow me, keep up with my sports videos if you want, and see when I upload. That would be a great thing to have too, just to see when I upload, like you're watching right now. You probably saw it on Twitter or sometimes in your sub feed that I uploaded a video. It's been like a couple of weeks. I know, I'm sorry, and I want to get back to it. It's just school has to be a number one priority, and not to knock my sports content or by any means like that, because you know I've been uploading on my other channel daily, sometimes twice. But to be honest, guys, it's not that hard to edit a Let's Play. All you do is record gameplay, put it all together, make little touches here and there. You don't really have to do any editing whatsoever, and then you render it. And that's another part of it that's been hindering me to upload sports content, is that the rendering times for my Let's Plays have been kind of long, like somewhere in the range of probably 2 hours on average, maybe 2.5. But I'm sorry if that ends up, how do I put it, disappoints you, that I've been more focused on my other channel than this one. But when you see, it's just, I don't know how to say it without sounding like a complete douchebag, but I have like a fan base over there. I'm not saying I don't over here, but I don't know how to put it without sounding like a complete douche. But hopefully you guys understand that. I mean, it's a lot easier to take care of Let's Plays and upload Let's Plays than it is to upload sports content, because for me, sports content is like something that you have to edit and stuff, and it takes time. And I finally found the time to get around to do it, because you see it finally, right? Another thing too, I want to talk about the Bucs, I guess. So I guess I'll try to get out more content to you guys when I can. It's just it's school right now, and it's, for me, college has just been a pain in the ass, and I can't let my YouTube interfere with my YouTube interfere with my schooling. So hopefully you guys do understand that not everything's gonna be perfect. So I'm just hoping that when winter break finally comes, that I'll be able to come back to at least uploading hopefully 3 to 4 times a week. I can't promise anything. Maybe daily. It depends on my schedule and everything. I just got a new job, and I've been trying to get back on my feet again from what happened this past summer. So I finally got everything going, and hopefully I'll be able to bring out more content to you guys. That's what my thing is. I want to bring more content to you guys. I just haven't found the time to do it. So I do apologize. I don't know how many times I'm going to say sorry in this video, but I am. I've been saying this, you know, to myself, like, man, I really want to get to this video, but I can't because I'm rendering, and it would fuck up my computer if I ended up editing while rendering, because it's just, my computer runs slow enough as it is when I'm rendering content. So, like I said, I don't want to fuck up my computer, and hopefully in the near future I'll be able to get something like a new laptop, so I can have one for my Let's Plays and another laptop for my sports content. So that's something I can invest in the near future to try and bring out more content to you guys, because honestly I want to keep doing this. I do. So enough of me bitching and complaining about stupid shit like this, like about my life, and you guys don't need to hear all of it. So I'm sorry, but we're finally back. That's all that matters. You guys get to see an awesome video today, and this great gameplay against the Carolina Panthers, who are 3-10 on the season, but they put up a good fight. I looked at their schedule that they had, and all their games have been close. I mean, they could have gone within like a touchdown or less, so they could have gone either way, either or. So they could just as easily be 10-3 as they were 3-10. But hey, I'm not the judge of that. I'm not. It all depends on the final scoreboard, like everybody says. So Carolina's been putting up a pretty good fight here at home against us. We're down by 1 as Cam Newton's looking for that screen pass. He gets it off to D'Angelo Williams, and he's in for the touchdown. And it's now 14-6. As what is D'Angelo Williams doing? He just keeps running. I just felt like running. That's why he just kept doing. He just kept running. I don't know. So I guess one more thing too, while we're going near halftime, is my analysis on the Bucs. I'm gonna make it short, sweet, and simple. They fucking suck. Period. And it's not because of Glennon. Oh, did I just say something that might have pissed a couple people off? I probably did. But here, let me explain. Let me explain before you guys go off in the comment section. Glennon has been pressured more times than he could probably drop back to pass. And it's all, I think the Buccaneers, everything that starts with football for me has to start with the offensive line. The offensive line, believe it or not, to me, is the most important part of any football team. If you don't have a good offensive line, then your team's not going to be good either. Hence why Derek Carr is struggling too in Oakland, because the Raiders don't have an offensive line. Same thing with the Jets. Same thing. Well, they don't have a passing game. They have a really good run blocking. There's a difference between run blocking and pass blocking, obviously. Like run blocking, you can run just about anywhere, and pass blocking, you're limited to a certain area. So hang on to your comment real quick before you guys go off. As you see, Mike Evans just goes up and gets it deep downfield, down to the 5. So the reason the Jets are 4th in the running game is because they got good run blockers. Simple. And they don't have any pass blockers. Like you can say, well, being an offensive line, all you do is block and block and block. It doesn't really matter where you block it. Yeah, it kind of does, because it's just how it goes. You're kind of restricted when you're pass blocking, and run blocking, you're free to go wherever you want, because everybody knows it's a run. So you can just go wherever. So and the reason the Bucs are so bad is because they don't have any offensive linemen that can block, period. So, and it doesn't really help when you're facing defensive lines like St. Louis or who else? Baltimore. Yeah, we beat Pittsburgh, but I mean they still have a pretty good D line, and not to mention, God, Carolina's is still pretty good, even though they have been kind of mediocre. Cleveland's defense in general is really good, and yeah, we've just been facing a lot of good defenses with good D line. Atlanta's is decent, I guess, but they don't really have anything else. They don't really have a secondary like Tampa Bay. And Tampa Bay doesn't have a secondary either, but I mean, they're both pretty bad. So my biggest concern, I guess, for the Bucs is that they need an offensive line and they need a secondary, because Alteron Verner is probably the worst corner I've ever seen put on a Buccaneer uniform since the history of history. So my opinion, of course. And probably, some of you might agree, Verner he just gets burned by everybody. He just doesn't give a shit. He needs to get out of Tampa Bay, because I think he has a bounty on his head. So I don't live in Tampa. I live in Minnesota. So that's just me. So enough of me ranting about the Bucs. You know what I think? I told y'all what I think they need, and hopefully they get it. An offensive line and a secondary, because right now they just need it. But we're up by 1 against Carolina. Carolina's been putting up a good fight, but will our lead last? Because we've been putting up a pretty good fight as well. even though a 9-4 team should probably be blowing out a team that's 3-10. But that hasn't really been the case because, yeah, we're on the road in the rain, and Carolina's defense is still pretty good. Cam Newton's a headache to deal with, especially with his running ability. He kind of, in the beginning of the video, you saw him take off for 36 yards. And we're trying to contain Cam Newton in his dual threat ways. So we're going to hand it off to Doug Martin here, and we're inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line. 16 carries, 95 yards for the muscle hamster. He also has that 1 touchdown to boot. And now 1st and goal just after the 2-minute warning. Here is Glennon trying to change the play. Play action. He's looking for Pryor, and he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. And now we extend our lead to 8 as it's 22-14 here with just 1 minute and 57 seconds to go. 1:40 now here, 3rd and 15 for Carolina. We've been getting pressure on Newton all day long. Now let's see if we can continue it. Newton drops back, and he gets taken down for a loss as now it's 4th down and 17. Cam Newton in a bit of a hole at the 13-yard line. Here is Newton dropping back, looking over down to the left side, and it's caught, but it's short of the 1st down, and the Buccaneers will get the ball back as we are going to try and, I don't know, put one more on the scoreboard to make sure, because Carolina still has 2 timeouts. Even if we get a field goal, it'll put the game out of reach. So 1st and 10 here for the muscle hamster, and he's pushing forward, and Carolina's going to call a timeout. But later on in the drive, it is now 1st and goal at the 2-yard line. Handoff, muscle hamster, and bang, touchdown Buccaneers. And it's now 29-14. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be your final score here in Charlotte, North Carolina, as the Buccaneers move up to 10-4 on the season. We have 2 more games left, both of them at home against Green Bay and against New Orleans. Green Bay has been struggling this season. They're like 8-6. They're gonna be, Aaron Rodgers has been hurt for most of that season, so good 4th quarter spurt. 17 points in the 4th, hence why we got the victory. And then New Orleans, of course, our division leader. We're gonna try and upset them and try and win the division, or actually win the, yeah, we still have a chance to win our division, I think. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for understanding. I'll try and get out a video for you guys as soon as I possibly can. But until next time, my name is Sim with Vengeance, and I'm out. Peace.